Progress in the fight to throttle back inflation in the U.S. appeared to stall at the end of the year. But our next guest says the key positive in the report is flat core goods prices. Let's go to Olu Sonola, U.S. Head of Economic Research at Fitch Ratings. Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
Are we still seeing tariffs being passed through in the U.S. here?
It's hard to see at this point in time. Based on the data we got today, the month-on-month reading was basically zero. So that's evidence that you're not seeing that pass-through. Companies have used various strategies to mitigate the pass-through. The key question is, for how much longer? Are they going to be able to continue the mitigation strategies through 2026, or are we getting to a point where they would have to pass through a lot more of those tariff revenue increases, a lot more of the cost from tariffs?
Electricity prices up almost 7% from the December before to last December. What led to that?
It's always difficult to really nail that down, but I will not be surprised if that has a lot to do with wages. My sense is we've seen labor supply, particularly when you're talking about hourly labor. So, particularly when you're thinking grocery stores and grocery chains, they use a lot of that type of labor. And there's been wage inflation generally in that area of the economy. So I'm not surprised if that's been passed through in the form of higher food prices.
All right. Where does all of this lead you on a rate cut for 2026?
We think 2026, we're looking at 2 rate cuts in 2026. Definitely, we don't think that they go in January. It looks like March is a go. We also think probably another one before the end of the first half of the year. So we're looking at 2. Inflation is inflation generally may mean that they will be a lot more cautious. But if we see the trend that we saw today, if the data that we saw today continues to be the trend, then they probably will go in March.
Okay, and that's because you see inflation moving higher.
Yeah, we do see inflation moving higher. We think there will still be some pass-through in 2026. And we're looking at inflation right around 3%. Some people think it goes lower. We do think it moves higher.
Olu Sonola, I'm going to leave it there, so I'm out of time. Thank you for sharing some of your time today.